Looks like there's going to be a race for performance of the night with all these finishes. How do you think yours stacks up?
It's got to be top tier. It's got to be number one.
So what do you
I
think?
didn't see the other one, so I don't know yet, but I think it's number one.
What did you think of your performance overall? What did it feel like in there?
It felt good. It felt smooth. I think initially I was just gauging like my range, trying to figure out. I thought he was gonna close the range a little bit differently, but I figured him out. I found some timing. I found some setups, so it's good.
Is that how you saw the fight going, or did you picture something else in your mind?
I seen multiple scenarios, and that was one of them. Definitely, I was gonna hurt him, and he was gonna shoot desperately, and I was gonna get behind. If I took his back and he gave me the submission, boom, I was gonna take it.
Was there extra motivation going into this fight, coming off a couple losses? Was there extra motivation, like knowing I got to get back in the win column, or is there always that feeling?
Yeah, I try to be indifferent to it, but I just had to keep pushing forward, I just keep my nose to the grind, and I know that my skill level is where it needs to be, that I was going to get my W's. Sometimes it's out of your hand. You can do everything you can, but unless you finish your opponent, so.
Is it hard to stay motivated when you're coming into a fight off of a loss?
Oh, no, not at all. You want that win, and you want that win desperately, so.
Was there anything that you did differently from the last fight to now?
I switched camps. I did a full camp over there at Killcliff FC, and I had some great training partners. Been pushing and grinding and doing my wrestling every single day, and hitting striking, working with Coach Henry Hoof and the Killcliff guys, and I've been leveling up.
Michael Chandler tweeted, I'm not sure if you've seen it yet, but he mentioned that he'd been training with you. He was really excited for you. What's that been like, that experience training with him?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been and I've been growing the whole time, so I love it. I love growing, so.
Do you plan on staying there?
Absolutely.
What was the decision to pick that gym?
I went down there and I enjoyed it. Things happened during life, and I had to change spots, and now I'm back. So it's good. It's good to be back.
What's the goal for the next one? When would you like to get in there, and do you have an opponent in mind?
I don't have an opponent in mind. It's whoever they want to give me. I want to get back in there as soon as possible. I'm healthy. I'm young, ready to go. So.
Thank you.
Do you think people forget sometimes how good your submission game is?
Yeah, I think I get underrated. Sometimes people don't know what to think. They think, oh, he's a striker, oh, he's a wrestler, oh, he's a jiu-jitsu guy, and I'm just a well-rounded mixed martial artist, and I'm great everywhere.
And you eventually got him, but he did make it through a couple iterations of that choke. It was very, very deep. Were you surprised that he was able to kind of hold off as long as he did? Did he?
Yeah, I was like,
the ref grabbed him. I thought the ref thought he was out.
I was squeezing. This dude's got some muscles around his neck protecting him, so I had to penetrate between that. Yeah.
Would you say that's your go-to submission, or what's your favorite submission choke?
Whichever one puts him to sleep.
Is that pretty much what I'm sure you visioned that you wanted to throw some hands, but did you think submission would probably be the route that you got it?
No, I thought I was gonna get like a TKO,
Yeah.
KO. That's where I was aiming, and that's what I was aiming for. But I'm taking the finish, however it comes to me.
Yeah. If you can, kind of walk me through that finish, how you sort of set that up and eventually got that finish.
So initially, I went for just like throwing that forearm across his jawline. I was gonna crush it and look for the top off of that, and if he exposed his neck, and then I was gonna sink it in off of there.
Yeah.
So.
It was very well done. Congrats on the victory.
Thank you.
Awesome performance. Just to kind of piggyback off of what you guys were talking about with Kenny right here, the finish that you got, we watch on the TV, so we're just, we get all the angles and all the slow-mo and all that, but you have to do this in a fraction of a second. So what is the mindset like to think, man, I'm piecing him up, my strikes are looking good, my hands, man, I got this boxing going, but he's stunned enough to where I'm going to take this neck home. How do you make that decision? Or is it really like on the fly?
It's on the fly. It's snap decisions. I see options. I'm not so much like I'm not putting words in my head and like thinking, but I see the options and the routes I want to take, and I take it.
And with that being said, what was the options as far as like guillotine, rear naked choke? How come it wasn't, just out of curiosity, it wasn't a leg attack or arm bar or something like this?
It just wasn't there. It wasn't the feel wasn't there, you know. He wasn't exposing his legs. He's short and stubby. I'm gonna go for his neck, you know. His legs are a little tight, so
Right on, man.
my options. Yeah.
And how great is it to end the year, unless you're trying to get back and, like find someone who wants to smoke before the year ends, to capitalize, because that's established name. That really goes on your resume and lets people know on notice, like, I'm that dude. How do we translate this into 2025? Give me like a preview if you're thinking that far ahead.
Yeah, honestly, I'm still shooting for a fight before the end of this year. You know, one more fight before the end of this year, and then I'm balling out in 2025, taking about 5 fights. You know, 4 fights.
That's awesome, man. What a performance like that. Can't wait to see it. You got the monster drink, monster performance. Well done.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.